Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Welcome to the Sylbourne Show. Today I'm at the UltraKids Fair with my good friend Julian Hall, and I'm interviewing a range of different kids. I find it very interesting coming down here with a range of kids from 8 to 16 years of age who are entrepreneurs. So I want you to tune in and look at them, and I'm sure you'll be blessed and get some key nuggets from some children today on the Sylbourne Show. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Sylbourne Show, and today I'm at the UltraKids Fair in East London, where one of my good mates, Julian Hall, having this thing for kids. He's called Ultrapreneur. Of course, I always support him, but of course I want to delve in and speak to some of these entrepreneurs, young entrepreneurs. As you know, time is changing. Pensions going out, Brexit, everything is going crazy. So guess what? We're investing in the future, into the kids of tomorrow, so they can chart the path. Now, my first guest today is Sian Benjamin. How are you doing?
I'm good, thanks.
Fantastic. Thank you for joining me today. And are you cold? I'm cold.
Yeah.
You're cold?
Very cold.
All right, we won't stay too long, all right? Okay. How old are you, by the way?
I'm 12.
You're 12?
Yeah.
Fantastic. And it's a Sunday. You should be preparing for school.
Yeah.
But you're out making money, am I correct?
Yeah.
All right. So tell me, Sian, what is it that you actually do? What sort of...
My business is to sell cakes.
Yes.
And yeah, I really enjoy it.
Yes.
I like making cakes. I find
You
it
like
fun.
making fruit cakes?
Yeah.
I like fruit cakes.
Yeah, fruit cakes are nice.
I'm from Jamaica, and my mother always made fruit cakes, and she always sent it up for me sometime from Jamaica. So can I say that for my show and for my team, you'll make cake for us?
Maybe.
Well, Sian, that's great. Now tell me, what gave you the idea to be an entrepreneur and to be, what gave you that bug? Yeah?
I really enjoyed like baking stuff and like making money. So just like two together created a business.
Yeah.
Yeah, so then I joined UltraKids. So then I'm at the fair now.
Okay. And how long have you been doing this?
For 10 weeks.
No, you mean baking cakes or UltraKids? Which one?
UltraKids.
So you have been baking cakes for how long?
About a couple, about since I was 5.
2005?
Since I was 5.
Since you were 5?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Now tell me, what was the inspiration behind you making cakes?
My granny taught me how to make cakes,
Yes.
and I used to do it with her quite a lot.
Right.
So that was my inspiration.
I should say that's a bug then, if anything. That's where the bug got you to make cake. So it's a bit like Levi Roots, the reggae sauce guy,
yeah.
because he said his granny where he got the secret recipe from. So therefore that's where you got the recipe from. I'm not going to keep you longer, but do you see yourself, Sian, being different to children your age at 12? At 12, children are going out to parties, running up and down. Do you see yourself different?
Yeah, because some children, they just like go home and they want to just like be lazy and sit down and watch TV. But
Yeah.
I make cakes, and I go I do stuff like very
Different.
yeah.
Would you say you're different?
Not really, because still kind of the same.
So you still go out and everything, have fun, but you...
Yeah.
So in a way, you have an idea of your future then. Could I say that?
Yeah.
You have a comfortable idea of your future, and you want to make sure that you are actually from now paving the way for your, what should I say, your success.
Yeah.
Awesome. So tell me, what advice then would you give for children out there?
That they should be more proactive, because sometimes they're just really lazy.
That's really lazy. Okay. What if your friends hear you say that now? You're saying that they're lazy?
No, because they're here. If they're here, they're not lazy.
They're not lazy?
No.
Right. Okay. And so your aspirations for the future then, as a young entrepreneur, I mean, you're in school. When in school you do A-level, GCs and all those sort of things, what do you want to be?
I'd like to be a chef.
A chef? Okay.
Or a baker.
Or a baker. And I was speaking to you earlier, you also said that you want to have your chain of business as well.
Yeah.
And is that your aspiration for the future as well? Okay, awesome. Well, listen, it's great talking to you, but before I go, one of the things I always say to people on my show is like this now. What key word or mantra, when I say mantra, like what is the inspiration that drives you to be what you want to be?
Well, I like money.
You like money?
Yeah.
That drives you?
Yeah.
Okay. And what about this one?
Yeah, that's my business logo and my slogan.
Ladies and gentlemen, she said too good to share. I mean to say that what she does is so good that she's tempted sometimes not to sell it. Am I correct? But I want to thank you so much, Sian, for joining us and for being on the show. Okay? Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm joined again by a second entrepreneur. She's 7 years of age and her name is Tegan Helen. Tegan Helen, how are you doing?
Good.
Good. Listen, I'm cold. Are you cold?
Yes.
You're freezing. All right, okay, well, listen, Tegan, I'm here at the UltraKids Club and I find it fascinating a 7-year-old age child like yourself, an awesome entrepreneur. We're in this age now, as you know, whereby people sometimes don't know what they're doing, but you seem to got the bug already. Tell me, what is it that you do? Tell me, what do you do?
So I write inspirational books for kids.
Yes.
And my first book is about money, and compounded interest is the most excitingest thing to learn about money because anyone, any age can do it. It takes time, but it's guaranteed to make you rich. So if you put £1 a day away in high interest account for 50 years,
wow,
you're guaranteed to be a millionaire.
Now, guys, listen. I think I want to go back to be 7 years of age because I think I missed the plot. And Tegan is actually telling us what to do. So right now you are saving now £1 a day.
Yes.
Awesome, awesome. Well, listen, Tegan, I'm finding this very fascinating. Tell me, where did you get this bug from, this entrepreneurial idea to write books and to...
Well, I read my mummy and daddy's books. And while I was reading Robert Kids Aki, Rich Dad Poor Dad for Teens,
yes,
I wanted everyone... I was reading it with a dictionary. I got bored of dictionary.
Yes.
So I started to write my own book so I could read it in an easier way.
You know, I think it's fascinating now. Have you written or created your own words?
Yes, because we write it in an easier way.
Yeah.
So
you want me to hold
children,
one for you? Hold this for you? Yeah.
So children can understand it.
Yes. Give me an idea. Give me an idea. Like, have you got an idea? Like.
And I'm a princess for now.
Oh my
See,
days!
It's like an entrepreneur, but I'm a princess one now.
So therefore, when I asked you the question about entrepreneurial bug, you didn't get an entrepreneurial bug. You got the princepreneurial bug or princepreneurial. You say it for me, please.
Pardon?
No, you say the word princepreneur.
Princesspreneur.
Princesspreneur.
Like entrepreneur.
That's awesome. So you see, many words are being created. You got like Brexit and all those sort of things. So I'm not getting into politics. And guess what? We got children now creating their own word.
No, Warren Spy Ryan picked it for me.
Warren made that word for you. Okay,
Yeah.
I know Warren. He's been on my show. He's a great guy. Awesome, fantastic.
I'm Warren's youngest fearless speaker.
Oh my! You're the youngest fearless speaker. So you're also a motivational speaker.
Inspirational.
Inspirational speaker.
Yes.
So what's the difference between the motivational and the inspirational?
Motivator speakers motivate people, but I want to inspire people.
Oh my days! Listen. I'm actually chuffed. I mean, that's really awesome. I'm so inspired by what you're saying to me, and I'm sure the viewers are also inspired.
Yeah.
Now tell me, do you see yourself then? And I think I know the answer to that. Do you see yourself different to an average child?
Yes.
Wow. I was going to say the yes, but I wanted you to say the yes. Why do you see yourself different?
Because I don't want to be an average kid. I want to be an aspiring kid.
So therefore, being an aspiring kid and not an average kid, by the time in 10 years' time, 8, 10, 11 years' time when you're adult, you'll now be a top teenager,
Yes.
a top adult as well.
Yes.
That's it, right? Awesome. Listen, now tell me now, what would be your advice then to children of your own age?
Well, so for money for kids, I would advise them to put £1 a day away in a high interest account for 50 years so they can be a millionaire.
So
And on this book, focus every day so you can have something. When I was under 3, I didn't have I lived in a dark place, and every day I was wishing to have a nice family. And
Wow.
I didn't even know what the law of attraction was.
Wow. That's awesome. So therefore, you also have a message to adults as well, because you've got to tell the parents that they need to ensure that their children are saving every day and in the compound.
And they're safe.
Fantastic. Awesome. Now, my last question for you now is, what is your aspiration for the future? I think you said it already, but that's based on that specific.
Author. I always want to be an author.
You want to be an author, but you're already doing it as well.
Yes.
So
I always want to be an author, so.
fantastic. Now, finally, what would you say is your key word or inspirational word? I'm making clear for yourself or for people when you want to inspire them.
No, I am the voice. I will lead, not follow. I will believe, not doubt. I'll create, not destroy. I'm a force for good. I am a leader. Defy your odds. Set a new standard. Step up, step up, step up.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, normally when I ask that question to my guests, the adults, I say to them, look at the camera. But you just went straight at the camera. You're saving my job. Listen, I want to thank you so much for coming on today. I'm really blessed, inspired. I want you to pop inside now, make some lots of money so I can get a percentage. Oh, that sounds. Yes, I can get a percentage?
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, you've heard Tegan Helen. That was awesome, completely off the wall. Now I'm joined by Miss Helen. Mrs. Helen, is that correct?
Nora Helen, yeah.
Nora Helen, which is Tegan's mother. Hi.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Fantastic. Now, I was really blown away by Tegan a while ago, and it was very inspirational. When she said, like, she got that inspirational bug, how did you manage that as a mother?
Well, we read a lot of self-development books.
Yes.
We go to a lot of self-development events, so
Yes.
that our kids are around that.
Yes.
And they're homeschooled, so they're always in that empowering, uplifted environment.
Yes.
She read all the Roald Dahls, she read the Shakespeare, she read all the classic kids books,
Yes.
and she asked to read our books.
Right, right.
So we gave her our book with a dictionary, and she got bored of the dictionary and
Wow,
wrote her
wow.
own and said, "Can I sell my book, Mummy?"
Wow,
So
wow.
just from being around the environment, we haven't had to push it,
Yes.
because she's just around that, she's just inspired by.
Now, in the part when I was speaking to her, and this is just a little background now, she said something about that dark space. Can you elaborate? Because I was sort of taken back by that. So you can elaborate a bit about.
Tegan came to live with us when she was 3.
Yes.
Before that, we're her 5th family, but before that, it wasn't a good place. What she
Yes.
went through, you wouldn't wish on an adult, let alone a
Yes.
child.
Yes.
So she went through some really horrific stuff, and
Yes.
she remembers an insane amount of what she went through. Since day one we took her in, we've just given her nothing but love,
Yes.
and just brought her out of herself, and she knows to share her story and
Yes.
inspire other kids.
Yes.
So she lives with her story, she uses it to inspire others,
Yes.
she steps up on that. Her books, a percentage of it goes to charity. Her
Okay.
first one, NSPCC.
Yes.
Second one, Kids Care, which is for adopted kids.
Okay.
She wants to get kids out of where she was and bring them to where
Wow.
she is.
So she's very inspirational, and at the same time, I was talking to her about being inspirational to the kids, but also inspirational to the parents again, because
Absolutely.
the spotlight shines on parents when they realize, hang on, a child of her age of 7 is going like that. I need to not look at my children, but look at me.
Absolutely.
You know?
What you do is so much louder than what you say.
Yes.
So if you say, oh yeah, be good, be happy, but you're always stressed and you're always off at work
Yes.
and
Yes.
you let life get you down,
Yes.
then they're going to pick up on that.
So you find like UltraKids a good environment for children as well.
They're really good. That's very business based, and
Yes.
it's really good because it teaches them the extra entrepreneurial
Yes.
skills.
Yes.
But I think it's just, no matter what happens, our kids are can-do kids.
Yes.
So everything happens for a reason. We find the positive in anything and everything. Doesn't matter how bad it gets, just keep going.
Now, what advice then would you give to parents out there in regards to the whole entrepreneur thing? And like as a mother and with Tegan, what sort of advice would you give your parents?
Jump on it, support it. Don't knock down the little ideas. Our
Yes.
little boy's 4,
Yes.
and he's come up with an invention.
Wow.
Which
Is he here?
He is here today. It's his first ever doing it. He was so
Wow.
inspired by his sister, he wanted a business.
Yes.
He's been inventing things all year to try and get his own business. This one is the biscuit dipper, which we really jumped on because it's a proper invention. He had an
Yes.
issue, he fixed it with his invention,
Yes.
so we've proper jumped on it with him. And
Yes.
just keep going. If they say you come up with an idea, if it's not brilliant, help them create something better.
Yes.
Always tell them it's awesome, you're trying, you're going to get there. Like his invention is a really simple little thing.
So it's really just to help develop the kids. So,
Yeah.
so do you think then, like schools, do schools understand this? Tricky question.
It's a real passion of mine. We homeschool.
Wow.
I worked in nurseries and preschools and schools.
Yes.
After working in them, that's when I decided my kids would never go into
So
the
I'm going
system.
to ask you the question again. So do schools tend to understand a child like Tegan?
No.
Right.
Before we legally adopted Tegan,
Yeah.
she had to legally go to school.
Right.
Now, by age 4, she could count to 100.
Wow.
In her school report, it would say, oh, she's doing well, she's now up to 10. Her work at home was phenomenal. They
Yeah.
showed me her workbooks at school, and I was like, are you kidding?
Wow. Wow.
Like, normally you go in and go, oh, look, it's their work. I was like, this isn't Tegan's.
They're saying you,
Like,
they're saying you
because
helped her. Or saying somebody helped her or something like that.
No, it was a mess. It
Yeah.
was horrendous. It was all scribbled, whereas at home, her work with us
Yes.
was so beautiful and so just genius.
Yes.
They were kind of squishing her into that be average box, whereas you can see she's not average.
Right.
She's a proper shining penny. So rather than push her abilities higher, they just squished her down to the
Right.
average.
So therefore, a key thing for parents to do is to also inspire their kids again, empower their kids, and little nuggets that they see, which they don't understand, is to see how they can, what should I say, germinate and cherish it, if anything.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, tell me, what would your advice be then to parents in this sort of situation?
If you have the opportunity and it's something you're able to do, homeschool your kids.
Yes.
My opinion is schools crush creativity, they squash the imagination, and they sit them at a desk for 8 hours with a lunch break.
Yes.
That's not how kids learn. We get
Yes.
out in nature, we get out and play, we just
Yes.
have a ball, and they're just so insanely clever.
So
They've
does
learned
she-
naturally.
Yeah, so does she go to kids playing at the park or stuff?
Yeah,
like
we
that?
do parks, we do
Yeah.
soft play areas.
Yeah.
There's a massive network of homeschoolers out there. So they go out and they socialise, and it's natural connections.
Yes.
It's not because they've been sat at the same table or
Yes.
they're bullied by the same kid.
Yes.
It's natural connections that they connect
Right,
with, and they're
right.
they're really real relationships.
Right. Fantastic. Ladies and gentlemen, you heard it. The kids are showing us the way for the future sometimes. I'm sure many people out there, adults, looking and say, oh my days, what did we miss out on? The 9 to 5, just going to school, then go to work, then get a job and everything like that, go for pension. That doesn't exist again, pension, is it?
No, no.
Miss Helen,
Nice to meet you.
thank you so much
Thanks
for that.
very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, again, I'm speaking to all these different clever persons at the Ultra event, and I've got the main man, the entrepreneur. I'm not going to say Superman because he's going around with a cape, Mr. Julien Hall.
Hi,
Julian,
Sylbourne.
how are you doing, man?
Yes, I'm very well. Good
Yeah.
to see you again.
Can I see a little?
Yeah, you go ahead. Can we come off the...
Yeah.
Get off.
Okay. Fantastic.
First that round.
Yeah. Julian, tell me.
Yes, sir.
I just interviewed a few kids today, including your awesome daughter. What is this event or the dream? Where it came from? Tell me, where it came from?
So, I've been mentoring and consulting for grown-up entrepreneurs for a long
Yes,
time.
yes.
And I realized that one of the challenges that us as grown-ups have is connected with entrepreneurship.
Yes.
Is that the ideas around entrepreneurship were probably introduced too late on in life.
Yes.
So we either want to become an entrepreneur because we're sick of our jobs, or because we want to make some more money, or because maybe we've come up with a good idea.
Yes.
But if you're in your 20s or 30s or even 40s, and you've now got to start thinking about entrepreneurship and what it means and ways to think entrepreneurially and the entrepreneurial skills,
Yes.
that's probably not been taught. You've
Yes.
probably not been taught that earlier on.
Yes, yes.
So you've now got to go to seminars, read books, and you've got to rewire 20, 30 years worth of education, right?
Now that's interesting because the 9 to 5 is what was jumping into our system. They go and get a job, get your pension. Now I've spoken to Tegan, Henrik. I've spoken to your daughter, Naharia. I spoke to a guy named Mr. Mensa. And I spoke to another girl named Sarah with some cakes. And Julian, I'll be very honest, at one point I felt like I need to rewind and go back into time because they're actually stepping into and tapping into greatness from such an early age. But what also came about wasn't the fact that they're all saying entrepreneurs are making money, but finding their passion from such an early age.
Well, this is the thing. So for a long time, people have tried to work out what makes entrepreneurs successful, what
Yes.
makes them tick. And many great entrepreneurs, Steve Jobs is one of them, has said the only way to do great work is to do what you love. So we've essentially taken that narrative, taken that principle, and that's what we introduce to kids. Just now, a child said to me, how do you come up with good ideas? I said, what do you love doing? What's your hobbies? What are you passionate about?
Yes.
That's where those good ideas come from. And all we really do is we help to uncover for young people and for children how they can take that hobby, that thing that they are passionate about, the thing that they love, and we expose them to the way in which they can turn it into a business and generate some revenue from it.
Any last word, Julian?
Well, if you want to find out more about what we're doing, just go to www.ultra.education. That's ultra.education. And you can find out about our work in schools and our work in clubs and everything that we've got coming up. But thank you, Sylbourne, so much for your time.
Thank you very much.
All right.
And ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Julian Hall, founder of UltraKids,
Ultra Education.
Ultra Education, Entrepreneur, Superman, everything.
Everything.
Awesome. Thank you, Julian.
All right, man.
Thank you, man.
Yes,
Cheers.
cool.
Good. Ladies and gentlemen, you have seen the range of interviews. You have seen the different kids. I'm inspired. At some point, I felt like I wanted to go back into time and to start all over again. I think somehow maybe we could have missed the trick. Do you think we have missed the trick? Whereby we were taught 9 to 5, get a job, and just go straight into work and then get our pension. But what you're seeing now is a revolution where the world is changing. Brexit, Trump, and all these different things. As you know, I keep talking about all the while. But could it be now that this is now the right ingredient where children at such young age, their passion, as Julian mentioned earlier, their passion is taken to play and their confidence where they create their destiny, create their future. They're not all saying they want to be entrepreneurs, but they're talking about loving what they do. Now, are these children different from other children? That's a question which I ask a lot. Some of them have changed words. What about the parents? Parents, are you nurturing your children to create and to blossom into the person they want to be? Now, I want to hear your views, your comments and everything. I want to thank you again for joining us at this special Ultra Kids on the Sylbourne Show. Let me hear your views, your comments, and of course, remember, subscribe to the Sylbourne Show. Check us out on Sylbourne TV, www.sylbourne.com, hashtag on Instagram, and thank you very much and have a good day. Hi, thanks for watching our video. If you like what you see, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and share and like, and don't forget to comment, but first subscribe.
Okay.
She's serious into branding.
Okay.
Okay, good.